NCAA basketball tipped off this weekend. Last season, the Leathernecks were just an overtime loss away from the first ever NCAA tournament berth in school history. With point guard Ceola Clark III getting granted a 6th year of eligibility, expectations have never been higher going into the season. Western taking on the Wabash Little Giants after falling behind 6-7 early. Ceola Clark hits a wide open three there. A couple possessions later, Parks left unguarded at the baseline, and Lob City is back. Clark said they've been working on the alley-oop, and it shows. CC3 now coming down the court. The no-look dish to Parks, who throws down the jam. The offense now continuing to roll as freshman Jason Hawthorne is going to hit the wide open three. Leathernecks up 14. Last possession of the half, missed shot by Don McAvoy. That's going to be tipped around, and Ceola Clark going to get it, beat the buzzer, drop it. Western ends the first half on a 28-8 run. Second half, Clark to Foster, who going down the court gives it to the trailing Terrell Parks. He converted the and one and ended the night with a game-high 15 points. Parks now posting up and no good on the shot, but JUCO transfer Adam Link there to clean it up. 50-30 Western leads. Ceola Clark once again going to hit this wide open three. Western wins the game 71-39. Western's next 8 games are on the road, and they do not return to Western Hall until December 8th against SIU Edwardsville. The men's soccer team won in overtime Friday to head to their 2nd straight Summit League championship game. They took on the #1 seed Oakland Golden Grizzlies, who they lost 5-1 back in September. But revenge is a dish best served cold, and it was cold and rainy on Sunday as senior Nathan Brunsma's 2 goals led the Leathernecks to the 3-1 victory. Brunsma was named the tournament MVP, netting 3 goals in 2 games. Head coach Eric Johnson has led Western to back-to-back Summit League championships, as well as 6 of the last 9 conference titles. Soccer team will be at Sports Corner from 4:30 to 5:30 to watch the NCAA Division I Men's Soccer Selection Show. Fans are welcome to join the team as they await the announcement of their first-round opponent in the NCAA College Cup. Western will look to take the next step and pick up that elusive tournament victory. They are 0-5 in College Cup play. After starting the season 3-2, Western's football team has had a lot of struggles as of late. In their final home game of the season, Western took on the Youngstown State Penguins. Western wearing camouflage jerseys in honor of Veterans Day. Youngstown on the goal line in the first quarter, and Jermaine Cook pounds it in. He rushed for a $113 and a pair of TDs. He had a big game for the Penguins. Now, Penguin quarterback Kurt Hess dropping back here, has plenty of time, but he's going to get picked off by David McDaniel. Penguins are 0-3 when he throws a pick. That turnover sets up great field position and leads to this 4th and goal play coming up for the Leathernecks. Hayden Northern, in his first career start, scores Western's first offensive touchdown in the last 16 quarters. Hess now on the speed option, getting it in for the score. Going to be 14-7 lead at the half, and second half was all Penguins. And right here we have Torian Pace breaking the 15-yard run up the middle, making the score 31-7. Western loses their 5th straight game. If you would like to purchase one of the game-worn camouflage jerseys, you can contact the athletics department at 309-298-1190. The cost of the jersey is $125, with $25 going to the Fallen Soldiers Scholarship Program. A rainy night in Chicago for Sunday Night Football. The 7-1 Houston Texans facing off against the 7-1 Chicago Bears in a game that some believe could be a Super Bowl 47 preview. First quarter, Michael Bush breaks this run up the middle. We're having some trouble getting the highlights here, but Michael Bush, there it is, early on. He's going to fumble that one, and the Bears had 4 turnovers in the first half of that game. Matt Schaub now coming in here on the bootleg. Lance Briggs in great position, but just a perfect throw and catch by Arian Foster marks the only touchdown of the game. Late in the second quarter now, Jake Cutler trying to make a play. He's going to run up, gets absolutely crushed by Tim Dobbins. Take a look at this one more time. Blatant helmet-to-helmet contact. Jake Cutler got a concussion on the play, did not return for the second half as the Bears lost a tough game, 13-6. Lovie Smith said this morning that it is still too early to determine Jay's status for next week. He is hopeful that he can return, but cannot yet say for sure. The Bears take on the 49ers on Monday Night Football next week, and both teams could end up starting their backup quarterbacks, as Alex Smith also got a concussion on Sunday. Really just hope that Jay Cutler is going to be all right, because Jason Campbell, big offseason acquisition, but really struggled in that game on Sunday.
Yeah, it's never good to get a concussion.
No, it's definitely a rough thing to come back from.
Definitely. Well,